Well, how's it go there? I've got three video ideas that I have. I thought that they would be cool, fast, easy going, and efficient. So they are more or less questions. So you see the question in there. So you can you can actually look at the title of this video and leave a statement and not even, it's truly probably one that you wouldn't have to necessarily watch the video. You get the idea of what I'm getting to basically. So I don't I want to talk to reasonable people. I want to hear somebody say that the left isn't the one that does the opposite or doesn't actually comply or try to work together with the Republicans. And that I ain't the Republicans that I see when I say rhino, being a Republican voter myself, all the way down the line, my whole entire life. There's no secret about who you vote for really in America. It's a sad truth that secret voter ballot, we might as well all let everybody see who we vote for on a table and just hand it to the person. Um, but anyways, if somebody said, I think that they're trying to cause more division and stir up more problems and trouble if they come up and say that the Republicans are the ones that are causing the problems. Whenever I obviously see only problems that the Republicans, what I say see as a rhino, personally, is one that steps over the line whenever they do a deal with the lunatic Democrats, politicians is guys that are union thug uh, puppets is what they are. Obama's just a union little thug puppet is what he is. So basically, um, what I'm getting at is that they're rhino if they go too far. I have to like kind of like grit my teeth a little bit and refrain myself from talking bad about them. If I had been saying that I wanted them to work with the Democrats, but that's not necessarily what I've been saying. What I've been saying is I've heard so much of this abusive union control thug mafia power run our government. They all need to go to jail, and nobody can go to jail because there's only thug criminals in every single position and spot in the government in the world. Besides all your agencies and places where people had to work their butts off, like the military and the FBI and the CIA and shit like that. Um, do these union thugs get a complete pass to run our government? So they're doing the espionage thing. They're doing the opposite of what is healthy for the country. And you got to kind of wonder, like, they're doing the opposite. They went out. One of the first things that they did when Obama became president was, and I'm going to bring this up specifically, was he paid the unions when Nancy Pelosi was still a House Speaker. He paid her $2 trillion. They gave themselves a lavish $2 trillion, and then shortly after that, I don't know if it was when we got a new Speaker of the House after 2010 or just before that. I know it was around that time. They but shortly right after, they had already paid the unions $2 trillion. If you're talking, Obama spent 10 trillion, Bush spent 4 trillion. Did a budget. Obama hasn't done a budget yet, and has spent $10 trillion. It was blowing money left and right. He wants to cut funds and act like he's saving us money dollars by cutting the VA and the military and telling them to go take a hike. But the first thing that they did was they gave their union thug Pelosi $2 trillion. That was so much money. That was when I started thinking about how much $1 trillion was. I'm like, somebody must have said it and put the thought into my head like an ad or something. They said, think about $1 trillion. You take all $1 bills, a trillion of them, and you stack them up. How high would it go? It would go to the moon and beyond, just by $100, by $1 bills stacked on in $1 trillion. And they gave themselves $2 trillion when they had a full, robust majority, before the Republicans took back uh, the majority from the House. And then right after that, what I was going to say was just right after they gave themselves $2 trillion, they had the teachers union come out and cause a big strike and a big, huge protest along the way in Obama's first term. And I was like, I'm like going like, wait a second, you just gave yourself, your unions, $2 trillion. Where'd the money go? Where did it go? And you didn't pay the teachers yet? You didn't pay the teachers union. The teachers, they're what they were protesting over. So, anyways, I was gonna get on with this Democrats oppose Republicans, and I was gonna use a example. So we have somebody who gets the death penalty, who shoots somebody. We're gonna talk. Um, every time you talk capital punishment, we have to bring up what other subject do we have to bring up? Abortion. So the Democrats want wide range abortion, um, but for somebody who we all can agree could be one of the most creepiest people on the planet, the Democrats would have one of their lawyers or people or somebody that comes out of their what they think is reputable. But I'm saying with that, what's supposed to have a reputation or something, they come out and they try to say with dignity that one of the creepiest people killers or whoever that got the death penalty needs to have their sentence commuted. And I'm from Oregon, so I'm from Douglas County, Oregon, and I was going to use um, the example of when the guy there killed a retired Marine general in the area. Kitzhopper Kitzhopper was governor and commuted the guy's sentence. What was his name? I forget his name now that I'm on the spot. I can't remember it. But um, here's the thing. So, do they hope that they're right or something along the line, or do they not even care? That's my question. And that's what I'm getting to, and that's what I want people to give me a response to if I can get one. And and that's it. I've got two other videos that I have in mind. So that's what I want to know. I want to know, do Democrats do the opposite of Republicans, just to despite Republicans, or do they actually believe? You think they believe what they say? Like that actually the opposite of what the Republicans are doing is actually wrong? Or are they hoping that they're right somehow, that executing somebody in your society isn't an appropriate thing to do for somebody and to be conservative about it? There's a time to be liberal and there's a time to be conservative. And There's a time to get the unions and the thugs and the mafia out of your government.